From the dawn of time, stories have been told, stories whispered around campfires, etched onto ancient tablets, passed down through generations, stories of beings both wondrous and terrifying, giants. But what if these weren't just stories? What if these colossal figures of myth and legend were real? The Bible tells us they were. These towering half-human, half-Nephilim warriors brought chaos to the earth, but God had a solution. Giant slayers. Today, we reveal the 5 most fearless warriors who took them down, with scripture proof. The tale of David and Goliath. It's a story known throughout the world, a testament to the power of faith against overwhelming odds. Picture this, a young shepherd boy, armed with only a sling and 5 smooth stones, facing down a towering giant clad in armor. Goliath, the champion of the Philistines, stood over 9 feet tall, a terrifying sight that struck fear into the hearts of seasoned soldiers. But David, he saw something different. He saw an enemy of God, a blasphemer challenging the armies of the Almighty. With unwavering faith, David stepped forward, refusing King Saul's armor, declaring, "The Lord who delivered me from the paw of the lion and from the paw of the bear will deliver me from the hand of this Philistine." 1 Samuel 17:37. And deliver him, he did. David didn't just wound Goliath, he struck him down and killed him, a testament to the extraordinary courage ignited by an unshakable belief in God's power. The story of David and Goliath is a beacon of hope, a reminder that size and strength mean nothing against the will of God. It teaches us that true courage comes from trusting in something greater than ourselves, from knowing that with God on our side even the mightiest giants can fall. Our journey takes us next to the conquest of Canaan, a land promised by God to the Israelites. But this land was not without its perils, for it was inhabited by a race of giants known as the ANAKIM. These fearsome warriors, whose very name meant long-necked or descendants of giants, were renowned for their size and strength. Their presence cast a long shadow over the land, a constant reminder of the challenges that lay ahead. Leading the Israelites was Joshua, a man chosen by God to succeed Moses. Tasked with claiming the promised land, Joshua and his army faced a formidable task. The ANAKIM, with their imposing stature and fearsome reputation, presented a significant obstacle. Yet Joshua was not deterred. He had received a direct command from God to drive out the inhabitants of the land, including the giants. And so, with unwavering faith and divine guidance, Joshua led the Israelites to victory, conquering city after city, driving out the ANAKIM from the land. As the book of Joshua tells us, thus Joshua took the whole land, he left none remaining of the ANAKIM. Joshua, November 21, 22. The cleansing of the promised land serves as a powerful reminder that God's promises are true, and that with faith and obedience, even the most daunting obstacles can be overcome. The ANAKIM were believed to be descendants of the Nephilim, who were fallen angels. Our next story takes us to the battlefield where loyalty and courage are put to the ultimate test. King David, now old and weary from years of warfare, finds himself in a perilous situation. He's facing a Philistine giant, ISHBI-BENOB, a descendant of the mighty giants of old. This formidable warrior carries a spear that weighs an astonishing 300 shekels of bronze, and he's determined to add David's name to his list of victims. The scriptures tell us that David grew faint as he faced this new giant. This wasn't the young shepherd who faced Goliath with unwavering confidence. This was a king, burdened by age and the weight of his kingdom, facing the very real possibility of falling to a giant's might. But even in his moment of weakness, David was not alone. Abishai, David's loyal nephew and commander, sees the danger his king is in. He doesn't hesitate, he doesn't question, he leaps into action, putting himself between David and the giant. With a warrior's spirit and a heart full of loyalty, Abishai fights fiercely, striking down ISHBI-BENOB and saving David's life. Abishai's act of bravery reminds us that true courage often reveals itself in the defense of others, in the willingness to risk everything for those we love and revere. The legacy of giant slayers doesn't end with David. His own family carries the torch of courage, as we see in the story of his nephew Jonathan. This valiant warrior, a man of remarkable strength and skill, faced down a giant unlike any other, a testament to the strange and wondrous creatures that walked the earth in those ancient times. Jonathan's adversary was a giant possessing a peculiar and unsettling deformity. 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot, 24 in number. This detail, far from being a simple curiosity, speaks to a deeper truth about the enemies God's people faced. They were not just physically imposing, they represented a world steeped in chaos and abnormality, a world that defied the natural order established by God. Yet, Jonathan, undeterred by this grotesque deviation from nature, faced the giant head-on. Armed with unwavering faith and the warrior spirit inherited from his lineage, he struck down the giant, proving that God's power extends even to the most unusual adversaries. Jonathan's victory serves as a powerful reminder that God's grace is not bound by our understanding of normalcy or our preconceived notions of what constitutes a challenge. Our final chapter takes us deeper into the annals of history, to the often overlooked stories of two mighty warriors, ISHBI and Elhanan. These men, while not as widely known as David or Joshua, played a crucial role in ridding the land of giants, their deeds etched into the scriptures as a testament to their bravery and unwavering faith. ISHBI distinguished himself in battle against the Philistines, facing down a giant named Saph, a descendant of the ancient race that had plagued Israel for generations. With God's strength coursing through him, ISHBI struck down Saph, adding another victory to the Israelites' struggle against these formidable foes. His bravery serves as a reminder that greatness can manifest in many forms, and that even the most unsung heroes play a vital role in God's plan. Elhanan, too, etched his name in the halls of valor by defeating another giant, Lahmi, the brother of Goliath. This victory, often confused with David's triumph over Goliath, underscores the fact that the battle against evil is a continuous struggle, a relay race of sorts, where each generation faces its own giants. Elhanan's story reminds us that the fight for good requires constant vigilance and unwavering courage, passed down from one generation to the next. For centuries, these stories of giant slayers have resonated with people from all walks of life. They offer a glimpse into a time when the world was a wilder, more dangerous place, a time when heroes rose to meet extraordinary challenges. But these stories are more than just ancient history. They hold profound lessons for us today, reminding us that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles, courage, faith, and unwavering belief in a higher power can lead to victory. We all face giants in our lives. They may not be 9-foot-tall warriors, but they are real nonetheless. They are the fears that paralyze us, the doubts that whisper in our ears, the challenges that seem too big to overcome. But just like David, Joshua, Abishai, Jonathan, ISHBI, and Elhanan, we too can find the strength to face our giants. By trusting in God, by drawing on the courage that resides within us, we can overcome any obstacle, slay any giant that stands in our way. So I ask you, what giants are you facing today? And more importantly, what will you do about them? Remember, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Go forth and be bold, be courageous, be a giant slayer. Drop A if you'd stand with David, or if you relate to the unsung heroes like ISHBI. Subscribe for more Bible battles with scripture proof.